So I just had a revelation. I'm sitting in the truck outside, it's dark. It's cool right here and it is in the room. My revelation is looking for investors. I'm going to start this business today and I'll make £1 million by next week. So yeah, I'm looking for probably about 10 million quid to start off, please. Evaporation is a huge deal and it's going to be affecting everyone. It affects everyone now because it's hot, obviously, and it's relevant right now because it's hot. But in years to come, and we're seeing it now every year, and working in the winters and the summers in lakes daily, we see this every single year. This is not a new thing. Water levels are obviously down, and everyone's going on about water levels, hosepipe bans, etc., etc. None of this is new news. Water is going to become like oil in years to come. It's going to be a really valuable resource, and people will fight wars over water, I'm sure, in 50 years, 60 years, whatever. But from our little bubble in the fishery world, there's loads of things that need addressing regarding saving your water, basically, because evaporation is a huge deal, and anyone who owns a fishery knows that. Some people are lucky and they've got water supplies, natural springs, spring fed, or they've got streams, rivers, but they'll dry up. They can dry up, and springs can run dry. Boreholes, there will be a lot more legislation in years to come. There'll be a lot more rules and regulations regarding boreholes and where you can take water from, etc., and rightly so. So it comes down to fishery owners again to look at ways they can maintain their water. Now, one thing you need on a fishery is really which solves a lot of your problems, is decent airflow. And by doing that, quite often you do remove excessive tree growth and excessive lily growth, things like that. But it's all manageable. It's never about completely taking it all apart or anything like that. And every fishery is obviously different. But evaporation is a big deal, and obviously water levels drop in most fisheries a lot, and reservoirs and ponds and lakes all over the place. My idea, this is why I need 10 million quid, please, is cold water doesn't evaporate anywhere near as, evaporates when it gets warm. So keeping the water cool, so by a few degrees, can make a big difference. So basically, I need some sort of refrigerator for the lake. Obviously, you don't want it to run on electric or fuel because that's costly and not very good for the environment. So basically, some kind of wind-powered or green-powered or solar-powered refrigeration units, big refrigeration units that can almost like that you can put almost, instead of some sort of diffusion systems are often not as good as people think they are in a lot of situations. But imagine putting long diffusers at the bottom of a lake which are cold, and I don't quite know the ins and outs yet. I've just had the idea, so I'm sharing it with my friends now. But yeah, some kind of green solar powered unit that can cool a fishery. I've seen them where they use they put coils in the water to heat the pipes. So you must be able to reverse engineer it and make them cold. Whether you run that you must be able to, when it's hot, obviously, you can use the sun's energy to do that. So engineer some kind of thing. I've got no idea how to do that whatsoever, but someone will. And I think that's a winner. So if someone gives me £10 million next week, please, I'll get right on that. So it's like a solar powered cooling system for your lake water. Because cold water, A, it holds more oxygen, and B, it will not evaporate. I think I've just solved the world's problems right there. You can have that one.